All through the year, we've brought you the very latest on corruption and scandals coming out of Washington, D.C. And there's been a lot. Tonight, the public interest group Judicial Watch is announcing its list of Washington's 10 most wanted corrupt politicians for 2011. And joining me now is Judicial Watch Director of Investigations, Chris Farrell. Chris, there are too many to go through here, so let me just kind of pick out some of the more, names that stick out. Certainly President Obama. Why is he on the list?
Well, there's a long listing there. Everything from the Cylinder scandal, where $500 million of taxpayer money is gone, to the funding of Acorn despite Congress passing laws denying that. There's substantial reasons to be concerned about Mr. Obama.
Also on there, Attorney General Eric Holder, the top cop in the country.
Arguably, he never should have become Attorney General, given his record coming out of the Clinton administration as the Deputy Attorney General. He was involved in the Pardongate scandals with Mark Rich and Puerto Rican terrorists who were unrepentant, yet he pushed and advanced their pardons. That's coming from the Clinton era, and then he comes into office, and the first words out of his mouth virtually are that we're a nation of cowards and racists. Pretty extraordinary language from an Attorney General. But then it goes on from there to the Fast and Furious scandal, to the Black Panther voting intimidation case. Right. It goes on with the Attorney General Holder, and he's still defying Congress when it comes to then Solicitor General Kagan, who's now going to listen to or hear the Obamacare Supreme Court case. There's a lot with Mr. Holder.
All right, wow. Chris, you say it's difficult to pick just 10. What factors do you consider when, who makes the list and who doesn't?
It is very tough to whittle it down to 10, and then we still have an additional 5 or 6 dishonorable mentions. But we look at things like large constitutional questions or public policy issues, or instances where one particular person has acted in a way that is so insidious, so corrosive, that what they're doing really undermines trust and confidence, because they're using their official office really to leverage power or money for their own personal benefit.
Chris, the list I have here is in alphabetical order, but is there one worse sinner than the rest?
It's tough to pick. Certainly Attorney General Holder, because of his position as the Attorney General. Mm-hmm. It is probably the most politicized Department of Justice we've seen in modern history. Or I'll back up to at least the Nixon administration. A horrific record individually, as Attorney General, and really the department as a whole. It needs a good cleaning out.
And last question for you, Chris. There's also, you mentioned the dishonorable mentions. Some of those, I have a feeling, have been on this list for a while.
They have. Folks like Barney Frank, who the notion that Barney Frank is a banking and finance reformer is preposterous. He was briefed repeatedly by the Federal Housing Finance Agency that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac did not have audited financial statements and were not abiding by the generally acceptable accounting principles. Over a 3-year period, he was briefed every quarter, and yet he did nothing. And now we have a collapsed economy. And Barney Frank was supposed to be providing oversight. So the question you're left with Barney Frank is either he was complicit or negligent. Take your pick.
We'll leave it right there. Chris Farrell, he is a Director of Investigations at Judicial Watch. Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.